So that's a poster for the movie that we just saw called Hearts Beat Loud. I would very much recommend you go see it, but that's not what this video is about. While I was watching this movie, there was a line that came from it. I think it was Nick Offerman who said it, and I had to actually get up and write it down on my phone because it made me come up with an idea. The line, it's not like a spoiler or anything, and the line was, "When life hands you conundrums, you turn them into art." And my conundrum, which I have shared several times in these videos, or at least once I would bet, has been that I want to make movies, obviously, as you probably know if you've seen any of my other videos, but it's been difficult for me because I'm intimidated by it. Like, starting something is always way harder, and the thing about these videos is that it's like no pressure because I know that I only spend a day on this, so this is what I could get done in a day. But when I'm starting something bigger, it's like I had all this time, I could make it really good. So basically I'm worried. I see all these filmmakers who I guess they have more experience than me, but in their directorial debuts they come out with these amazing movies like Hereditary or Lady Bird or Get Out or whatever, so it's a problem, and because basically you're never going to get anywhere if you don't start. So that's what I need to do. So the idea I came up with is, and I normally don't ever share my ideas in these videos. I don't ever share them here because normally people don't want to share things like that because then, hey, someone else could steal the idea, someone else could make the movie, someone else could, because then if someone else makes it before you're done with it, then, you were second. It's like you stole their thing, even if they are the ones that stole your thing. But that's going to be a little bit different with this, and I'll explain that in a second, but I basically wanted to say that, so the line is, when life hands you conundrums, you turn them into art. So my conundrum is that I am scared to make a movie, so I'm going to make a movie about that. I don't have almost anything planned. We finished the movie, I came up with that idea like maybe halfway in, and we've been home now for maybe 10 minutes. So this series that I'm going to be doing here, I'm going to be starting a new series, and it's going to be me making this movie. You sometimes see like the making of this movie or whatever, and it might be like the director or the writer or some actors or whatever talking about it after the fact, because nobody wants to share things beforehand because they're not polished, they're not finished, it's not how the thing has turned out. But I think that it would be very interesting, actually, and I've thought about this in the past before. I've thought, hey, maybe I'd do this down the line or whatever, but no, I'm going to do it now. I'm going to make this movie, and this series is going to be my experience in making it. So I will have a lot of videos in it. It's not going to be it's not going to be a daily thing. It's not going to replace these videos. I mean, it'll take the place of some of them, but it's not going to be the only thing that I'll be doing. I believe maybe it will become that as I get busier later in the fall. I'll have some days where I'm like, brainstorming, come up with different ideas, kind of thinking about that, and then days where I'm writing maybe, and I'll kind of talk you through some of the ideas, kind of talk to myself through this. And it'll kind of be a way for me to reflect on the things that I've done, maybe even get some feedback if you would be willing to give it. So I don't know, maybe it could become sort of a collaborative thing. Maybe it would just be me doing a thing that I think is really interesting. Hey, what's up? It's me from about 15 minutes in the future. I just realized what I was saying might have sounded a little bit confusing or just kind of unclear, so I just wanted to say, essentially what I'll be doing is just making a video about every step in the process. I mean, with like brainstorming and stuff like that, I'm not gonna like record every little bit, but I'll have like a video where I'm like, hey, look, here's my ideas. And then for like writing, I'll be like, hey, look, here's what I have so far. And I'll like read that maybe or whatever, but it's not gonna be like, I thought of this, and that's gonna be a full video. So yeah, anyway, back to over there. Someone else could steal this idea, but I think that if someone else does steal it. It's not about what it is, it's about what's behind it. So it's like the thinking behind what you're doing. So this, right now, Bo Burnham, who is coming out with a movie later in one of his comedy specials, said that he always wanted to talk in his, or do stand-up about what was his truth, and he started in stand-up from a very young age, so that was, performing was always his truth, and so that's what he made a special on. So I think that right now this is the most true thing that I have to offer, because I might have other ideas, but they are most definitely not what is going on in my head right now. They are sort of my want to make movies, and this will be sort of an exploration of that. So I'm going to be making a movie about making a movie about making a movie. You see? So it's going to be kind of complicated, because I'm going to be making these videos about making this movie, and then this movie is going to be about making a movie, or being scared to make a movie. I don't fully know yet. We'll figure it out. Anyway, this is a lot, it sounds like a lot of rambling, but that's genuinely what these are going to be. If you're not interested in that, just don't watch them. I don't know if I have anything else to say right now. That's kind of it. This has been day one of this project, the idea.